All right, so we just did our spoiler review for Black Widow. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a comparison between the MCU films, basically the first standalone movie that each character has.
I would say I probably like this more than most of the first solo films of
Interesting.
of Marvel. Like I'm thinking about like the first Avenger, Captain America. I didn't really like that movie very much. Iron Man was great, so Iron Man is definitely above this one.
100%.
Iron Man, Black Panther.
Doctor Strange is pretty good.
Yeah, Doctor
I don't like
Strange.
Doctor
Except
Strange
the
more than this
ending
one.
is not. But
Yeah, I don't like Doctor Strange.
I
more
still
than
like
this one.
Doctor Strange
Really?
more than
This one. I like Doctor Strange more than this one.
Okay, I'm alone.
I think they're kind of on the same level for me. The ending really takes away from Doctor Strange for me, but I think the
Dormammu.
ending of this one, I think that.
Come to bargains.
Oh, I hate that. No,
What did I tell you?
but yeah, so I think the ending is like maybe like just a hair stronger than Doctor Strange, and I kind of like that it's not necessarily an origin story, because we've
Yeah.
seen the origin story formula. They didn't necessarily have to go into that too crazy. Like everything about the origin of
Yeah.
her character and the other characters, they went through the first like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we can compare it to like Spider-Man and Black Panther
Yeah,
more because
yeah.
those two characters were introduced in Civil War
Yeah.
Right.
before having their own like standalone movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it more than Spider-Man.
I like it more than Spider-Man
Yeah.
too. I think hopefully we don't get blamed for that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like the Spider-Man standalone movies like as much. Like the first one was good, and then the second one was not as good. But
I disagree. I think the second one's slightly better. But I feel like it's debatable. I honestly do feel like they're both kind of tied to me.
I'm
Because I feel like
biased. I just love Spider-Man, so like seeing him on the big screen, I gotta love that movie better.
they're tied for me because they both have sort of the same issues where they kind of lack depth to them. But one of them focused more on like action, so that compensated, and then the other one focused more on comedy.
Yeah,
I
but
just prefer seeing Spider-Man.
and I value action over comedy, so
Yeah,
it's,
definitely.
You know, it's whatever floats your boat, I
Yeah,
guess.
definitely. It's whatever your taste.
But Black Panther is a much better movie.
Yeah, definitely better villain.
Inarguable, yeah.
yeah, there's no discussion.
Actually, now when you think about it, I think the villain in Spider-Man was slightly better than this one, so I might give it slightly.
Vulture is better than Dracoff or Taskmaster.
So I might have to give it a little bit.
I don't think that makes the movie better for me.
I think the ensemble of like the cast in Black Widow is a little bit better than Homecoming, I have to say.
Yeah.
So I feel like Peter Parker, like he's fine, he does good on his own, and like the other characters are just like there, whereas everyone is like working together in the Black Widow movie to be like a great cast.
But we got to see Iron Man.
That brings the score down for me.
I
It's
guess we
smart
can't
for me.
carry the film on its own.
Exactly. So
But then, I mean, for me, I'm unique in that I love the first Thor movie. So I'd probably put the first Thor movie above this one. Yeah.
what about Guardians of the Galaxy? Would you put Guardians of the Galaxy? The first one?
Probably, actually, the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I know I liked it a lot, but I have only seen it once. So
Guardians of the Galaxy is really up there for me. It's
Yeah.
like, there's some of my favorite Marvel characters are in that series.
Galaxy.
Yeah.
And I didn't even like classify it with like origin first standalone, because it's
Yeah.
just kind of on its own like top Marvel tier for
yeah.
me.
that's due for a rewatch for me.
That's the thing. I would say that I would definitely give it to Guardians more just because it was very creative, the music and whatnot. So it had a different style to
Oh
it.
yeah, it was like a
true.
cultural
The soundtrack
moment
was
when Guardians came out,
fantastic.
because everyone was like, Marvel can make anything, I guess. And they're like, this is such a ragtag, dumb
Yeah.
concept team,
Yeah,
and
that
like
was-
it was huge.
That was in my top 5 for a while, so I
Yeah.
probably definitely put that one above this one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Honestly, when it comes to like first movies, I seem to like a lot of them more than Black Widow. Not Captain Marvel, but like other than that, I
Okay. Should we go into the Captain Marvel
We're just
thing?
gonna
or-
start flaming it. Don't.
Or should we
I mean,
save that
we're
for
just doing comparisons.
Okay, so we
for all standalone
I
movies.
think it's better than Captain
So I'm
Marvel.
just giving all my opinions. That's
Okay,
it.
okay.
I think we
so-
all think. I feel like the world thinks it's better than Captain. I don't know.
I
If
mean,
you
it's
like
just
the
as a
world-
movie, you know, like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
better.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
our opinion.
As
Generally
a
better.
story, as a and Scarlett Johansson's always like truly like just inspired and like commits
yeah.
herself to every role she's in.
Yeah.
Can't say the same for Captain Marvel.
I mean, Captain America, the first one you mentioned it in the beginning. I think Black Widow is probably better just because it has more. It's just more entertaining to watch.
It's
I guess.
more. That movie is so boring. That
Yeah.
first Captain America movie, and I've rewatched it like within the last like 2 months ago. It's still boring. I don't know what it is about that movie. I don't like it at all. But
I think we're all kind of all in the same boat.
Yeah.
It's not something that I choose to rewatch because I remember how slow it was.
yeah.
But
Yeah. Are we missing any standalone movies? I feel like we talked about a lot of them. How about Ant-Man?
Oh yeah, man.
It's better than Ant-Man.
Oh yeah.
I love Ant-Man. Even though I
been a while
forgot
since I
about it
watched
in this
Ant-Man.
conversation, I feel like I want to say it's like even with Ant-Man, and this kind of just reiterates like I think Black Widow is very in the median for me. Just
Yeah.
kind of one that I will remember for sure, just because it was enjoyable.
Like I'll say it's better than what was it, Ant-Man and the Wasp or something?
Yeah, but that's the second one.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
heard
yeah.
that one. The first Ant-Man was really good, y'all.
I this is hard because I am more biased to Black Widow, so I partly want to say I like the character more. But if I had to be overall the movie, I think Ant-Man definitely had more heart and
Yeah, I was
things
gonna say
looking for.
Ant-Man kind of more balances that comedy and like heart aspect because he's really like trying to do his best for his
First
daughter.
and stuff. You see that.
Yeah, and I actually felt that because I think Paul Rudd's a really good actor. I think
Yeah.
his timing and his performance in that movie was kind of really made it for me. I mean, I really
that
love Paul Rudd. But
I think the sisterly bond was really cool to explore with this movie. I think it was interesting because like we don't really get to see a lot of that in typical action films, and so that was something that I thought was pretty cool. And the actresses were great as far as
it was cute.
relaying that.
Yeah. No, I think they built it up just fine.
emotion.
Yeah. I think Ant-Man was better. This is
Yeah,
not a
it's
definitive
hard for me.
statement.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just while you guys were talking, I was thinking about it. I'm like, I
Yeah.
think Ant-Man, I liked
Yeah.
it like a little bit more.
Yeah, the villain was just barely a little more memorable too. In
Who is the villain again?
Ant-Man. It's like I forgot his name,
I know his
but
name.
Corey Stoll plays him, and you know he had his own suit, and they were.
Yeah.
And then I really love characters who have like the shrink and grow powers because it's like they can get really creative and fun with it.
Yeah.
And I do think Ant-Man is slept on, so I have them even for myself because I really enjoyed Black Widow, but I might have to give Ant-Man a rewatch and maybe change that up.
Okay, hopefully, I mean, we're probably missing something. There's just so many MCU movies, but that was just a pretty,
I mean, if we want to talk about Hulk,
The Edward Norton
Edward
one?
Norton Hulk.
I guess.
I don't
That's
know,
a good
dude.
movie. I like it.
I can't, I don't remember it, sorry.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
I can't do that comparison.
I'm
That's
like,
why I don't know.
Thunderbolt Ross is like significant in that movie, and he was in this movie a lot. So
I really love like Tim Roth and like a villain role, so I liked and like the chases through Brazil. I thought that was they were in like Brazil, right? That was a cool scene.
and they're bringing back Abomination apparently. So
Yeah, from what we saw in the Shang-Chi trailer.
yeah, so I mean, we might have to
Is it
rewatch that
Tim
first
Roth
Edward
again?
Norton.
Oh my gosh, I would die. Hopefully we're not missing anything.
If we missed anything, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, and let us know what your like ranking is for just like standalone movies. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.